Hi, I want to talk a bit about radicalism today, but I'm going to be talking about a bunch of things also. So, starting with radicalism, radicalism is usually viewed as like, depending on by who, is can be viewed as like too much or um, problematic or annoying, aggressive, irrational. Irrational. It can be viewed as irrational. Radicalism can be viewed as irrational, and I want to destigmatize radicalism. Basically, essentially, uh, I do on the daily, but this video is to talk about that and to say that I think radicalism is about being fully aware of details and fully utilizing the details. It's really that simple, and it's so important because it shapes the truth. Like, if the truth is not radical, then it, like, if a truth isn't a radical truth, I don't know if I want to say that, but like, I want to think about it, whether a truth can be non-radical. For example, like a way to apply radicalism would be to recognize that every double tap is a compensation, right? Like, it's money, it's energy, it's attention. It's what makes someone succeed, is each double tap they get. So that's an example of thinking radically, like paying attention to the smallest chain. For example, the terms of service that are going to be changing right now for Insta and Facebook. I'm going to take the radical step of boycotting them and moving to Frisk, for example, which is a different platform. Because the new terms of service, not to say that the old ones were like so much better, but the new ones are just blatantly problematic, because I believe it said they can withhold content, which means like we can no longer delete it or edit it, I believe. Anyways, but I would look into that. So that would be radical. A radical thing to do is to really reevaluate whether you want to be on any of these apps, and to switch to something like Frisk, which doesn't threaten or abuse its users, and doesn't promote censorship in a way that is unacceptable or is absurd. For example, where they won't allow, let's say, a woman breastfeeding, but they'll allow violence, or they'll allow like a kid naked, for example, right? So yeah, believe it or not, I found child porn on Insta and I reported it and they didn't delete it. So radicalism again comes to like not accepting this stuff. I'm just not cool with it. I already forgot what the other thing I wanted to talk about was. But I'll give more examples since I'm here. Another thing would be like paying attention to what we promote, what we use. Again, just the chain reaction of everything we do. I think radicalism is very important. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Is when it comes to radicalism, a lot of people think that when I like, not me necessarily only, but like an example would be me. When I preach it, that I don't apply it to myself. But the truth is, and it's to me ironic that people don't expect this, but like I apply it And the secret to anything is to apply it to yourself first. Like, I don't feel like I have the right to open my mouth about something if I don't do it myself, you know? Like, for me, when someone utters something, I'm assuming they do it themselves, right? Me going like, hey, you have to do it yourself, is just kind of redundant, because it's like, don't say it if you can't do it. So yeah, in me speaking of radicalism, I am not saying that it's easier said than done. In fact, I'm saying it's just as easy to do as it is to speak about it. And I'm encouraging you to also try it. I've been this way for a long time, but usually people like call it other things, you know? And they'll call you aggressive, or even though like aggressiveness has nothing, literally is a, like, it has nothing to do with radicalism. But I guess it's because aggressiveness is sometimes used as focus. Like, instead of just anger, or it's like you could be aggressively pursuing your dreams, like nonstop, for example, you know? But that's it for now, and I have so much more to talk about, but I don't want to do it in all in one video. Peace. Thank you for watching.